Just do it. Is it working? I see no errors. And I guess someone is out. Okay, we are live streaming, yes. And someone is right, I am right. Someone is out. Who is that guy? It's Prime Vilzu. Okay, he will start without the qualifying session. He probably got kicked by the error. But okay, now I'm gonna edit everything because the stream works. Okay, I see the first message. What a title, Ero. I know, I was just trying like 15 times just to make it work. And it works finally, because 3 times in a row it didn't work. Now it's working. Yeah, F1 leak. Azerbeijan Grand Prix. I'm just retyping a title. Ero F1 Sector 1. Vilzu has joined, so we have the full grid today. But from the reserve drivers, from the full-time drivers, we are missing. Yes, it is Kyler replacing Bjarne, and Vito replaces Juanita. Yes. Okay, let me see which drivers fit right now. It's Wi-Fi, Wolves, Vito, Jody, and Matt all on mediums. The rest is on softs. And Vilzu has no tires because he's on the garage. Okay. So. Meanwhile, when the quali started, I will do as many things as I can with the thumbnails. Started, and I couldn't fill it on time. First, ahead of Vito, it's Ryan Webb, and no one is ahead of him, so I will leave you watching. Okay, so what's more? Okay, I'm here still, so don't worry about me. Let me drink water because I'm like half tired. About my result on F2 and actually the F2 race, Max Rowe won both racing points out of the race. Javier then finished second, and the podium was collected by Vito, now replacing Juanita. Okay, this. Okay, nice. One more thing is to copy something. Okay. Done. Now color it to black. Not like this. Okay, now it works. Save as F1. Let me see the standings. Ryan Webb is going still, so we'll continue with him. Okay. Everything is done. Now I'm joining back to the action. Okay. So now I'm just adding that thumbnail, and I'm here with you. So Ryan Webb is ending his lap. Ahead of him there's Jody. Is he on the hot lap? No, he's just starting, but there is Ryan Webb going on the slipstream. He will turn on DRS. I say was the first one who did a lap. It's 1:38.2. Now Ryan Webb ends it with 1:39.5. Jody the last. Vito, like, not that bad lap on the mediums, but there is Luke who now did the provisional pole. Is there anyone ending a lap? There is Wolves just before the finish line, but it's not gonna be a good lap. still ahead of Jordi. But this is Baku. This is the track where everywhere and every time you can crash. There are barriers everywhere. So this is why we have so bad times by Jordi and Wolves, for example. Maybe they hit the barrier or something. Now fantastic drive through the last corner section by Guy at yellow flag in sector 1, but it's typical for Baku. Everyone is spinning, crashing, etc. For example, when I retired from the F2 race, oh, disqualified for session is Jesper with the P4, but he's now gonna start with wheels on the last row. What's the reason? I don't know. Guys with the third time right now. Jaron now on the last sector, but he's probably going to the box because I see the lap. It's not decent. Yes, he has damaged front wing, like Charles Leclerc had today. Okay, joining by to the chat. Okay. So Jaron is coming to the pits, as I guessed right. What about Wolves? He's also boxing. Jordi also pitting. Everyone is pitting, honestly. Maybe the loser is still trying something, or maybe just come to the garage. Yeah. This is only water. Hartel. He had problems with the Wi-Fi. Wow! Nuloser wanted to do an overtake to Hartner. This game is total BS. I mean, just what happened anyway? You just missed the breaking point, and then you had to reverse it. Then the game showed you you disqualified, or what happened? It is. Yes, I'm right. You're right, Christopher. Ezax on the outlap. I think he can push from now on. And it's the time, yes. He's gonna push like 340 kilometers per hour right now. Yeah, exactly. So, Ezax now starting his hot lap on the soft tires, the Alpha driver. It was nice, to be honest. On the F1 standings, he is right now 16th, I mean, but he scored points 3 times out of 6 races. He was P8 on Bahrain and P9 in Japan and China. I reversed and then got disqualified. Yeah, I guessed right. Oh, and there is a damage from the Ezax car, so his lap is not gonna end anymore, because as you can see, he's just hitting the barriers all the time. I hope he will just counter the box and maybe another set of softs and maybe another try, because it's ruined. Asa is coming for the second try, same as Ryan Webb. Kyler also on the outlap. Pieter 2. I did not in the middle of track in China and I didn't get disqualified. Yes, I saw it. Maybe because you did it out of the track. Anyway. So, what I can say about Senna, unfortunately this is his last race in this league. He has some personal issues that make him not able to continue racing in this league. So this means that Luma, the F2 driver, my teammate, will not be my teammate anymore, because he will get promoted into a F1 division. As I guess right. In other case, I will need to ask someone else, maybe from reserves. Or what do you think? Should F2 leader Max Rowe get the Williams seat on the F1 after Senna leaving if Luma wouldn't accept, or we have to take a reserve? Matt is warming up his tires. Hello everyone watching this live stream. You can write on the chat about your thoughts about the race. I just want to ask one question. Where is Ryan Webb? He did a lap a second slower, am I right? No, he just started. I saw the ERS power. Okay. So, just some little bit of advertising. And now, with Ryan Webb, where's the loser? He just started, same as Kyle and Pieter. Where's Isai is beginning the second sector. He's just 27,000 of second slower than on his fastest lap. Luke is clearly dominating on the qualifying session right now. We have permanent yellow flag in sector 1. Now they are gone. As you can see, half of a second of difference between Luke and Isai. Anyway, fantastic qualifying right now by two Mercedes. I actually can say they have a chance, not maybe to a constructor championship, but maybe P3 or something. I'm just gonna have a look at the constructor standings. Alfa Romeo is first right now, second is McLaren, and then we have Williams. Fourth is Ferrari, fifth Mercedes. I can tell you the differences too. So, Alfa Romeo 123 points, McLaren is 15 points, 108, Williams have 97 points, 89 points, this is the amount of points by Ferrari collected, Mercedes have 77 points, and actually the rest, I mean Red Bull has 52, Renault 34, now this is a faster lap, but not enough to beat Luke, so it's 137.9, Isai gets P2 still. Continuing the standings, Renault with 34 points, now Jordi with the fastest lap of the qualifying session, 4 tenths ahead of Luke. I said Luke dominating the session, then Isaac came closer, and then Jordi decided, hey, I can beat actually those times and get a provisional pole. Now there is tight between Nuluzer and Wolves and Kyle. Nuluzer with 137.6, so it means that he's starting from the first row right now. Whoa, so many swaps on the standings, and there is Luke, who just by a 10,000th of a second beats George this time, getting a provisional pole. Where's Senna, for example? He's P15, he improved to beat Kyle, P14 right now. Rom stopped on track. What about Wi-Fi? That's the only guy without the lap, excluding Jesper, who is disqualified, and Vizu, who is on the lobby. Now Wi-Fi, tight braking. Tough braking into turn 3, now turn 4, much better than the previous one. So yellow flag in sector 1, another time. Pieter is actually not ending, who is on the hot lap, not Jeroen. There's Guyet. Okay, nice. Yellow flag in sector 2. Another time. And one more thing before guys will end his lap. I have a little bit of question to you. Who do you think will win this Grand Prix? Because we have 4 candidates right now. It's Luke, it's Jordi, Nuluzer and Isai. As you can see, they are very close to each other. I'm gonna guess it will be Luke winning this Grand Prix, then second will be, I guess, the loser maybe, and then third Jordi. I say fourth. What's your prediction? Okay, Guide ending, and it's improved but not enough to even beat his teammate and brother at once. It's 138.2. Meanwhile Matt did a 6th fastest lap, Vito is 7. Jordi will win, he switched this game so much. Yes, I'm right, he's playing actually a lot. And he's on a lot of leaks. Axel now P9, but I see that Havren improved himself because it's P10. Listen, I overtake everyone and win the race. I don't know what to tell you about the predictions. I guessed ones on the live stream on the beginning of the season. Oh, you also know that before the season. Jero and Rob has left the session, so probably internet problems. Okay, this is not nice for the Renault. I cannot invite him because I'm a spectator. As you can see, there's no chance to invite. Now the guy is coming to the end of the lap. In lap. Toe gave Ryan like 6 tests. British guys helping each other. Yes, about the slipstream. was the cap 9,000 of second. Watch this. Here Jordi is losing 10,000 of second, but here he's losing 9,000 of second. Like, that's weird. Made by the game. Everyone is going in the outlap, so we're gonna watch. Maybe not Ryan Hartman, no, Access starting was before the castle section, same as Vito. Matt after the castle section. Jordi! Okay. Okay. So now Rom wants to join back the session. I hope he will do it, but I cannot invite him. As you can see, no possibility. No possibility. So, Jordi is starting his hot lap. And this is the time we will get to know if he's gonna take the pole position. Came to first two corners and we have a big slide. But is this will this influence to his final lap time? There's a Ferrari struggling, gets no loser on the outlap. Good luck Jasper, just dive up. Well, how many people would finish the race? I don't know. So Jordi now through the chicane, very nice indeed. Yellow flags everywhere, as you can see. Third gear right now. Also Pieter has left. So many disconnections around here. Oh man, what's happening? Only 11 people will finish the race. You mean Christopher? I guess you can be close. So, hope that Rom and Pieter will come back. That's the question. Jordi is now not focusing because he is not getting a pole position, as you can see. He's not using GRS. And he's coming to the box. Okay, so I just messaged. Make them avoid you. I see so many chats between Christopher and Jasper because Jasper is disqualified. Oh, there is Matt probing problems. Now Gayet is starting his lap. Where's ISI ending? Naruza starting. Okay, so many pace by Kyler. He got 348 km/h on the final straight, and that gives him P14 right now. Did Rom join back? Same as Pieter. Qualifying session has ended. Now the question is, look, no loser, maybe ISI. ISI improved by 1/10. It's not enough. Rom has joined back. And this is not improved lap time, but Vito got P5 and Rom another time left the session, so it's probably the case of his problems. So, look, where is Luke? Just before the castle section. This is the question, if he can go through it without problems. And he did it clearly, fantastic. So, so there is no loser, but he's coming to the garage. He's not getting the pole position. So many damage at the end of the lap. Luke is also not going to finish. Everyone is not going to finish. Maybe Matt, he's going half throttle. Hartnell coming to the pits. Typical Baku. But on the exit is still pushing. But he's not going to improve, and he improved anyway. It's P11 right now. So... okay. Why did he pit? I don't know. So, 9 people watching this live stream. Nice result, honestly. I mean... so... the top 10 right now is... Luke, Jody, Nuruzer, Isai, Jeroen, Vito, Gayet, Matt, Hartnell, Ryan Webb, and that's all of the top 10. Okay. So, Rom has joined back. But I guess it's very little bit too late. I have communicated with online services. Why this game is not working? Why? Maybe let me do this. Nothing works. It still communicates. Finally! You can see the standings. Look ahead of Jody and loser. So... just doing something, you could see the standings another time, communicating with all our services for no reason. There's no actual reason the game, honestly. So people are just collecting these strategies and I still have it. Okay. Incredible lap times from Jordan Luke. How? I don't know, to be honest. Another time, please work. As you can see, we have problems. It's another time. I cannot leave this session, honestly. Baku. Game. Do it. Work. Yes, we have it. Honestly. Finally, I guess. Formation lap ahead of us. We still have it. Communicating with all light services. I suggest the drivers start the formation lap. And success left the session. It's another disconnection. 3 drivers now out because of it. Okay, so I guess that no one got disqualified. And success to take control of his car. So this is why we had that communicating with online services. Okay, we have so many problems with that. Like that at least one of those guys will join because we cannot have 3 ghosts. Three disconnections from the session. Ed, Zax, Rom and Pieter. Where is he? No, there's no 314. Okay, so I'm just riding as much times as possible. I want drivers to at least once invite the missing people. Jasper, only the one on hearts. Vilzu, Ed, Zax, Wolves, Kyle, Senna, Wi-Fi, and Rom on the mediums. We're about to start a Grand Prix of Azerbaijan. So, just before the start. Okay. So, there are still goals at least. We're about to start a Grand Prix. Finally the lights. Look, Jordi Nuru to the right side. It's the case of the first corner and it's lights out and away we go. It was a nice start by Luke, but Jordi also did it nice. He tried to overtake Luke on the first turn, but he didn't do it well. But look at this from the Rom's camera. I guess, yes, Rom is back. At least this one. Now just hope Ezak will also come back. Let's go for to the first place, because it's Luke who did a nice start Gen 2, because he also got promoted by one position. Comparing, oh, and there is Senna, crashed into the bar of turn 3 and ran up, overtakes him to get P18. So we're back to the front. There is top 4 coming peacefully. There were a lot of corners, so I guess there will be a lot of pit stops. Okay, I'm going to distract the drivers. Jasper, the only one on the hard tires. He did a nice start, to be honest, because he is 5 positions up. So Rom is back at least. Now Luke goes through the first tire. He goes through the main straight. Behind him there's Joel, the Nuruz and Jaren. There was a little bit of calm start, to be honest. Now Wi-Fi peacefully overtakes Senna. He has no front wing. And he has to come to the box. Now there's also Vito who overtook Matt. Nice and easy on the main straight, but there's Matt going to do a move, I guess. No, he's just hard behind, but there's also Vilzu fighting with Hartnell. And Hartnell gets a P11 because he lost a position, but he's still not giving up because Vilzu had a little bit of a mistake. And Hartnell does an overtake to P10. Now just behind them there's Axel, who overtakes his teammate, getting P11. But can he make a move to Hartnell? No, he's not making a moving under braking or any late braking like Daniel Ricciardo can. Wi-Fi and Senna both in the pits. I guess that Ryan Webb still has a chance to get points, even though he has bad luck all the time. So just type something, and there's Aitai, who had the problems. He lost 2 positions right now. I'm wondering if he has... Yes, he has no front wing. So he has to pit for the new wing and the new tires. Oh, there's another problem. It is end of the session for Aitai. I was guessing that he will finish P4. Now he's without a wheel. So this is the first DNF of this session. Alex is a ghost, so we won't care about him. Yellow flag in sector 2. If there's gonna be a safety car, I wonder. Now there is Jordan fighting with Nurluzer, so teammates battle into the first turn. We know how it ended when Ricciardo and Verstappen fight it in 2018. But this is a nice and clean overtake by Jero and getting P3 right now. So, hello everyone, 9 people watching. Jasper with a fantastic first laps. First 2 laps, getting P10. Wolves and Hartnell both in the pits. Now there is no loser just behind Jeroen, so we are just spectating the action, and it's between Kyle and Jesper. They are still going wheel to wheel. Jesper will just overtake Kyle, and there is both damage for both, and they actually have both to the pit. Teammates have crashed, and there is a problem. By Jesper also left the session. Another disconnection. Jesper, I mean, this is Baku. Everyone can finish the race here. Everyone can also retire. Everyone can crash or everything else. No, I will just disconnect. I just remind that only 10 drivers finished a race in Baku in F2 division, excluding me because I didn't finish, unfortunately. Highly traction control noob. Well, we saw that what happened. George is still very close to Luke. Maybe the record of Georgie will not happen today. He will not equal the record. Jesper left, he didn't disconnect, I see. Georgie with the fastest lap of the race so far. There's Wolf, it's a ghost. Axel fighting with Matt overtaken peacefully. Let me drink. Probably Jesper is gonna complain anyway. He on the chat. So Wannabe-san also left the session, so this is the end of the race for him. Why we have so many people going out? This is Baku. I don't have to remind for the 400th time. But it happens, to be honest. I just have to tell drivers that there are no disconnections and everything will result as a time penalty. Everything on purpose, of course. Will cause with a 2 points time penalty. Now Hartnell overtakes Ezek's Ghost. I don't know why I got interested on it. Senna did a disconnect. You know that? How? Honestly. So we have Ranweb just behind Rob, so even though he had problems because he went last, now he's just behind the points. Maybe this is a chance. Okay, so now Ranweb is just behind Rom. Is it possible for Ranweb, for the Racing Point driver, to overtake the Frenchman? We remember that incident, what happened between them, but Ranweb was getting it up. Now Ranweb gets the 10th place peacefully. Now Gayet also fights with Vito, and it's also gonna be interesting. Didn't, he left, okay. Okay, Chris, oh, and there is a problem or what? Maybe he just slided. Oh, and there is a contact also. Gayet hits the wall, but I guess there's minor damage or nothing. Kyle in the pits. What's the tires they are gonna be? But also about to be overtaken by Vilzu. So we are watching this battle. Also Vito lost to Gayet. We have actually a calm race at the front because Luke is 1.5 of a second ahead of Jordi. Then we have 2.5 of a second. Then Loser 2 seconds behind his brother. And Gayet 3 seconds behind Loser. Then this is gonna be interesting, to be honest. Because as you can see, does Vito have damage? I guess he has minor. But only minor one. So now they are overlapping Senna's Ghost. I don't know why people are leaving the session. They can still go. I saw with a bad luck at the beginning. And now there is Vilzu. Can he overtake Matt before the turn 1? He has very low ERS. Matt also has DRS, but he's going to the third ERS mode. And Vilzu is faster, getting P6. And meanwhile, Luke, Jordan, Loser, and Gayet all in the pits. So German is now leading the race ahead of Vito, Axel and Vinzu. Another time with an overtake. No, Matt won't do it. But Matt, I can see, is faster. But nothing he did with the overtake. So now German only gain and gain on top 4 because he has... Does he go with a two-stop strategy? I don't know. But he has now a full... an empty track ahead of him. So he has a chance to get away from everyone and then gain some seconds and then maybe take a lead from Luke even. Because there was like 4 seconds or something. 3 maybe. But we are now focusing on the action between Rom and Runweb. Runweb, not bad start. To be honest, that we see position change. Vinzu 16 positions up. Axel 10. Rom 11. Remember that they still didn't have a pit stop. Okay. And Senna locked into the first corner. He got a lag that started the carnage, but it's his last race in Ero. Right now, Giant in the pit, so probably one stop strategy, same as Vito. He did the break, and now Gerald comes ahead of Vito. We have known that Luke overtakes. Where is Jordi? And Gerald did a nice undercut, to be honest. Because he is now ahead of Jordi. He gained the 2nd position. Because we exclude the top 3. Because the top 3 drivers didn't have a pit stop. And Guy is now overtakes Vito. His undercut didn't work. Unlike Jero and Swan. And even Wolfskin on it because he's ahead, but yes, he didn't have a pit stop right now.